Question from the audience, and then one more.
Welcome back to Daytime. Well, it's a conference designed to help prepare our leaders of tomorrow. It is a youth leadership conference, 2007, coming up November 8th and 9th. And there is a public forum, and there it is, on cyberbullying that we invite you to be part of. But we're going to find more about the Youth Leadership Conference right now with a couple of people very, very well versed in it and helping out put it together. Vic DeGutis joins us. He's president of the Waterloo Region Catholic Schools Foundation. Ian McKellar is also here, who's a student trustee with the Waterloo Catholic District School Board. Great to have both of you here.
Thanks, Susan.
You know what, it's funny, Ian, we throw out those lines, we say, yes, you're the leader of tomorrow, you're going to go out there and do great things, and now fly, do it. It's wonderful that we have a conference like this that is designed to help students, in particular, develop those leadership skills and to find the things that they need to make them into those great leaders that we're expecting you to be someday.
Right, and we do actually have several different topics that are really fundamental to the youth leadership topic. Everything from basic time management to the full cyberbullying topic. We have Bill Belzy coming in from Alberta, and he's a very sought-after speaker on the topic of cyberbullying. He has a lot of experience, everything from being a consultant for 2020 to Dr. Phil.
Wow.
So.
Well, and this is incredible. And this is the public forum, the community forum that people can participate in and be part of and are really encouraged to be part of, especially, I think in my case, you know, parent of 3 children. And we talk about that generation that's always on. And I see it in my kids, more so in my 15-year-old son, where, you know, from the time he gets home from school and it's homework time and he's got to be on the computer and you're looking at this to MSNing with friends and all the things that happen. And when you're talking cyberbullying, I think sometimes it's one of those things that can happen very subtly. It's not always just the bad kids that are out there that happens in it. Terry mentioned in the opening, it's very anonymous. And before you know it, things can start to develop and happen, and you need to be very aware of them.
And that's one of the real issues with cyberbullying is that as much, like, we are the always-on generation, and because of that, you can't necessarily get away from some of the issues. And the anonymous factor of it makes it so much more dangerous because the fact that you're separated from them gives you the time to kind of think about it and realize that something horrible might be happening to you. And it sets in entirely differently like that.
Well, that's a great forum, and we'll give everybody the date and that in just a little bit. But Vic, you know, it's wonderful to be able to present this forum, and the Waterloo Catholic Schools Foundation is really instrumental in putting this together and helping to work with the kids to make them into our leaders.
Right. It's really a collaboration between the school board and the foundation. And now this year we have some new partners like Roger who are actually participating as sponsors, which we're really happy about. And it started 4 years ago. And the intention was really, we felt that there's this common wisdom among all schools, so why not share that and build capacity in all our leaders, both the current leaders, emerging leaders, and people who are going to go out in the community. And it's really evolved from a school board initiative to a regional initiative. Now we have schools participating from all across Southern Ontario, as far as Simcoe, Owen Sound, Orangeville. It's really got to be a great opportunity to share and really build the capacity of our future leaders.
Well, and one of the things I really like about the conference, it's not just building our future leaders, but it's talking to the kids right now and saying, do you realize how much of a voice you have now and the opportunities that you have right now to make a difference? And we're seeing that in the schools and the different groups that are coming forward and the things that they can accomplish.
No, you're right, and that's, even to take it further, that whole idea of collaboration and partnership is an essential piece that we're building into it as well. So you're right, it's the current leaders saying, what can you do today? How can you work with other partners in the community, like media, for example? Or in the case of this cyberbullying, the panel really involves social agencies and police services, for example, so that we're really engaging leaders to be able to be very proactive today.
And the wonderful thing is, it's always just such a wealth of brain power out there. Well, it must amaze you sometimes when you see the types of things that these guys are coming up with, high school kids. I do that myself with my son and his friends, and you think, wow, you know, it's really amazing what they can do.
Well, you're exactly right. And I mean, the great thing about youth is it's really unbridled enthusiasm and vision for the world, and that's exactly what we need. we get older, we have a tendency to get a little jaded and think about why not, and they just keeps asking the question why. You know, why can't we do it?
So no pressure on you, Ian. No pressure whatsoever. You know, we're expecting great things. But this is terrific, and let's give everybody the details, particularly on the community forum that's taking place. And this is the cyberbullying that's happening with Bill Belsey that's coming in.
Right. The community forum takes place on Thursday, November the 8th. It's at 7 p.m. Starts at 7 p.m. It's at St. Mary's High School in Kitchener. And we're really encouraging everybody to make it out, especially leaders of, like student leaders, youth leaders, as well as parents and educators, because there's really a lot of learning that can go on.
Well, and it's wonderful. Is this something that people need? Do they need tickets for this? Is it a free event that they can just head to?
The doors open at 6:30.
Okay.
Try and get there as soon as you can because we're hoping it will fill up.
Well, and then on November 8th and 9th, watch for a bunch of young, shining faces around the Kitchener-Waterloo area because a number of events happening. And it does take place over 2 days, Vic, and at a couple of different locations. St. Mary's High School is one, and then Rim Park. They'll be
Right.
involved
The second day, the largest day of the conference takes place at Rim Park, and we take over a large percentage of the space there, and that's where the workshops go on, the networking opportunities, exhibitions. But for that, there's a registration required.
Right. Well, it's the 4th conference. We look forward to the 5th annual next year coming up for bigger and better things. The Youth Leadership Conference 2007 happening November 8th and 9th in Kitchener-Waterloo as we prepare those leaders who are leaders now and in the future for us in our high schools. So good to have you here.
Thank you, Susan.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to head to the kitchen next. Stay with us.